Hey bro, you good?
It's you guys!
Is this what you've been up to, man? What the fuck is all this shit?
Well, I can't explain everything. See, this guy stole a bunch of code from this guy,
Yeah?
and he DMCA'd them back. Look, I can't explain everything. What's up everyone, my name is KleinStein, and today I'll be talking about a nostalgic Facebook game that got shut down, turned into a scandal involving a revival project, which was essentially a cash grab, all ending in a game that's still super buggy, but there's light at the end of the tunnel, with an Unreal Engine 5 port currently in the works. I'm talking about Galaxy Life. Galaxy Life is essentially the same as any other build your city up type games, with its own unique theming and features. But what sets Galaxy Life apart from all the other games within its genre is that this was one of the most popular games at the time. This was the Clash of Clans before Clash of Clans even existed. Why Galaxy Life became popular to begin with is debatable, but Facebook marketing was definitely a part of it. That, combined with the colorful art style, drew a lot of kids to the game, and from then on, the gameplay did its work to keep people hooked. The estimated daily players at its prime must have been somewhere around 80,000 players or more. To understand the eventual downfall of the original Galaxy Life, we need to take a look at the company that made it, Digital Chocolate. The company was founded in 2003 by Trip Hawkins, the same guy who founded a little-known company called Electronic Arts. Digital Chocolate released Galaxy Life in 2011, which was heavily inspired by a game released a year earlier called Backyard Monsters. A year later, Hawkins stepped down as CEO of Digital Chocolate, and the company announced it was gonna lay off 180 employees. Digital Chocolate at this point was really struggling to get by. So, to no one's surprise, their Barcelona studio, along with the Galaxy Life IP, was sold to Ubisoft not much later. In the 2 years after Ubisoft acquired Galaxy Life, interest in the game steadily declined, due to a bunch of reasons. In general, Ubisoft was much more neglectful of the game than Digital Chocolate was. In their eyes, it was just another IP. The in-game events became stale and repetitive, little to no content was added to the game, and the storyline of the game was still incomplete. This all combined with Facebook changing its marketing policies, which meant you had to pay more for ads, meant there was no more organic growth. Around late 2015, there were also numerous bugs that got introduced by the little content Ubisoft did add. But the real nail in the coffin for the original Galaxy Life was the fact that Galaxy Life simply wasn't generating enough revenue to keep the servers running. So, on the 1st of February 2016, an announcement was made, publicly stating, "We're sad to announce that we will be shutting down the servers for Galaxy Life and Galaxy Life Pocket Adventures." Exactly 1 year after the servers got shut down, a change.org petition was started by a dedicated fan of Galaxy Life, called Overlows. Overlows also uploaded a bunch of videos to their YouTube channel around this time, essentially asking the public to sign the petition and to bug Ubisoft to revive Galaxy Life. And eventually, Overlows' wishes would be granted. Kinda, let me explain. In December of 2018, a revival project called Galaxy Life Reborn was created, alongside a corresponding Discord server. This project actually managed to gather quite a following within the community, and everything seemed to be going well. The game was publicly released in March of 2019, but the founder of the project, Galaxy 1036, had failed to do one crucial thing. Actually buying the legal rights to the game. That's right, Galaxy Life Reborn wasn't even legal, and on top of this there was a massive power struggle over who controlled Galaxy Life, since nobody legally owned it, eventually ending up with the original Discord server getting archived just a year after its creation. But eventually things quieted down, a new Galaxy Life Reborn Discord server was created, and things looked really good. Around 2020, the project had a good development team, with some of the more relevant people being Whirlwind, Merito, and Lifecoder. Galaxy 1036 decided to take a step back from the project to pursue his studies. With Galaxy 1036 now out of the picture, Lifecoder remade the backend of the game, and everything was looking great. Again. Until internal struggles arose, and it became obvious that Whirlwind was desperately trying to keep the development team together. Lifecoder and Merito became more like enemies than colleagues, because Merito decided to copy Lifecoder's backend and modify it in a way that upset Lifecoder. After which, Merito decided to publicly mock Lifecoder by hack fixing some stuff and then allowing donators to play on his backend, since it was better. To add fuel to the fire, there actually wasn't a Discord server owner anymore, since Merido, who originally made the Discord server, had his account terminated multiple times. This was because, and I'm paraphrasing people within the community, Merido always needed to be the center of attention and loved stirring up drama. This all slowed down the development significantly and caused Lifecoder to stop involving himself in the code. There were however plans to keep Phoenix Network, which is Lifecoder's personal project that aims to keep discontinued games and their communities alive, involved with Galaxy Life Reborn, but Merido eventually backed out of this, since he added a store to the game that provided him with a steady cash flow. After that, Lifecoder just decided to not involve himself with Galaxy Life Reborn altogether. After this, SVR333, also known as Senna, joined the development team and completely rewrote the backend from scratch, which was actually done so well it's still being used to this day. Merido then came back and did it all over again, copying the code, modifying it in a way that went totally against how Senna envisioned it, and ending up, and I quote, fucking the code. After this, Senna, just like Lifecoder before him, lost interest in the project and didn't involve himself anymore. After a while, Lifecoder took notice again and came back to the game. He hated the toxic mess it had become and decided to hit up Andy VV, who was a fellow developer and friend of Lifecoder, telling him they'd be making their own version of the game using Senna's code as a base. Senna immediately joined in as soon as he got the news. At first they thought about salvaging Galaxy Life Reborn, so Lifecoder took it upon himself to propose security changes to the biggest bugs and cheats so that they could be fixed. Merido simply ignored Lifecoder. And why wouldn't he? He had a money-making machine that he didn't need to do anything for in return. Even if Lifecoder's version was better, Galaxy Life Reborn would still have a larger community. But then Lifecoder realized something. He could just buy the actual license to the game, and he doubled down, DMCAing everything Merido had overnight, taking over the Discord server by simply infiltrating the admins, since, the server still didn't have an owner, and forwarding everyone to a new Discord server. Now, some of you might be thinking, why didn't Merido just buy the licensing? Well, that's because in order to legally acquire the licensing, Merido needed to have a couple of personal details, such as his address, publicly stated online, which for a lot of people isn't ideal since they want to stay anonymous, but for most people that wouldn't deter them from legally owning their passive income. But Merido wasn't just any Discord server owner. He had made a lot of enemies, always wanting to be the center of attention and stirring up drama, so that's why he never bought the licensing. After this, the legal re-release made by Lifecoder was released on Steam under the Phoenix Network banner. In its current state, the game leaves a lot to be desired, and the devs have acknowledged this. That's why the Phoenix Network team is currently working on porting the entire game to Unreal Engine 5. They've released a roadmap and a detailed document describing everything they wish to accomplish in the next couple of years. And when they finally do that, a lot of the game's issues will be fixed. Honestly, I can't wait for that to happen. Anyways, that's all I've got for you guys today. See ya!